All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Moonduck coverage of the Royal Arena. This is the group stages, and we are going into another best of two between Allusions and Power Rangers. Power Rangers took a very convincing win in game number one at just about 14 minutes, but we're going to see what's changing up for game number two. I'm Android, being joined by Motpax. What are your thoughts on that last game?
I think the Dyer has a mid laner streaming the game without delay. That's kind of interesting. Go you, dude. Saudi 5-5 apparently is our opponent mid here. So
What?
good luck, man. Do your thing.
What? Is that is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I mean he can do whatever he wants. That's
Should-
Dota.
Should we notify the admins, or is this...
Nah, he can do whatever he wants. I guess that's it. That's on him. That's fine.
Okay, so apparently you can go watch this stream without
You can watch
delay
live.
from a mid laner's perspective in a
Yeah,
actual
shout out
tournament.
to a guy trying to play some Dota. Support his dream, guys. You want to go follow him up? He's in the chat right there. And we just roll on out, Annie. That's what we
I
do.
don't know how to respond to the situation, so let's move on with the draft, shall we? Power Rangers get their hands on a couple of powerhouses right now. We got the Shadow Demon, Sand King. Those are typically priority banned because they're just so strong in the laning phase.
Yeah, this is good. I like the Oracle ban. I think that was super important for Pierre in the game before. So just not giving that up over to the side of the Dyer is going to be nice for them. But yeah, no, I am still. Whew. Shout out to Sand. We'll see where the Sand King ends up going. We assume it'll be the off lane, but position 4 can work very nicely, as we saw quite a bit over in the old Northern Arena, presented by Bell, Beat Invitational, formerly known as Canada Cup. We had lots of position 4 Sand King with Shadow Demon to help set up with disruption. So
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Power Rangers, I don't think we can disguise the fact that they are the more accomplished, more veteran team. So they kind of know what they're doing here. I'm excited to see what Illusions pull out, because clearly their support jungling Morphling was not the tops of the tops. But we're going to be starting things out a little bit more steady. They've got the Axe that they played last game, but also the Ogre Magi, so a much more stable lane support. He's going to be there. He can be a bully. I think this can be a much more productive lane for them.
sorry, you'll have to excuse me for just a moment. I have my own situation. It's not a spider though.
What is going on, Modfax? Ugh. All right. Anyway, Morphling is going to get banned out. Power Rangers don't want to give it back to the Dyer because clearly they have at least one Morphling player. They're going to go back in for their Drow Ranger. I like this. Ban out the Morphling, get rid of some gap close, and pick up that Drow that worked out so successfully for the Power Rangers in game number one. So we'll see how Dyer respond to that. They do have to get some gap close of their own. They could go back in for the Disruptor. But again, Disruptor's so squishy, and it's so hard to actually get the levels you need to contest a Drow Ranger before she gets that Dragon Lance and starts plowing into your tower. So Dyer, they
I'm
go
back.
straight in for the Invoker. How do you feel about that, Mopax?
I don't know what to believe anymore. This day is just everything's all over the place. I got
What
people
happened to
banging
you?
on my door. I don't know. Some guy's just banging on my door. Some crazy person or something. That's fine.
You know,
I thought it was like an emergency or something, but we're good. There's a lovely flyer upstairs now, though. I don't know what it says, but clearly they were very interested, in my opinion, on something.
well,
Okay, so Drow Ranger, Marana, again, early push, PR, giving themselves good options in the mid lane. You assume this will be Marana. This is going to be the Faceless Void for the Invoker, the Ogre Magi. So we assume it's their position 5 left.
is this going to be a position 1 Void, or is it offlane Void Jungle Axe?
I assume it's, yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be offlane Axe, Faceless Void, having fun in the safe. Could be a safe lane Axe, I suppose.
That would be new. That would be a way to change things up.
It's a little bit of like Chessy Dota, right? Complexity and stuff. They were running that one for a little while, but I don't know. Maybe knowing. I mean, is it worth like trying to guess that these guys? Is it just gonna be Jungle Axe? They just ran the Jungle Morph, so if it is a solo Ogre support, maybe that's not the worst thing.
Sky Bay!
SCPR, they're on
No!
our brainwave.
I'm not quite sure Skyrath was anything what Dyer were thinking, but, you know, at least he's getting some love. So last fan coming
I
out.
think that was a good ban.
Yeah.
It was solid. Okay, so let's. All right, I'm reeling it in. I'm back. I'm here, guys. I am focused. Last ban. Bat Rider is already taken out nice and early. That classic off laner with some range is always good, but too good these days, so he's way out. I still like. I don't think you have a good lane matchup right now. I don't know. I guess PR. We need to see what the last hero is, because if the lanes are fine enough that they can just send Sand King into a really good situation up against like just an Axe or just a Faceless Void, then they're just gonna grab some other good, very stable position for.
Alright, so last
What it
pick
would be.
for the Dire, Allusions. They're one game down in the series, looking to tie it at 1-1. Their best choice is... We'll have to see.
I think, assuming they don't pick something really strange for the Dire, that we can just get Avenge.
For
Would actually be
Power
really good
Rangers?
for PR. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just run the Sand King in the off lane, get him a decent matchup up against either just the Faceless Void or the Axe is going to be just fine. So as long as it's not something that's going to change that, then Avenge would be super good for PR. Obviously, you get the Drow Ranger strat, you get some extra added damage, pairs up pretty nicely with Shadow Demon, and then, of course, auras.
Yeah, there was a time when Drow and Venge were rarely picked with one another. And it's kind of fallen off a little bit. Why don't we see Venge as much?
Short range support. She has the saves, but a lot of what her saving stuff does is just worse compared to Shadow Demon or Oracle. And then your position 4s that come out tend to be like Kunkas and stuff, and that's...
This is a draft.
Okay. Alright. I'm not even sure if that's... Is that going to be big? Yeah, okay, that is Bignum on the PA. And Alpha Ninja on the Mirana. What?
What, Cormorana support PA? Or position... Yeah, support PA. Off
Yeah, but it's Bignum. Well, I guess we'll see. Right now, that's what I was about to say. Goddamn's
Wait,
on the Drow
Goddam's
right
on the
now.
Drow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's...
Okay. What is Dota? So, moving forward, we can go ahead and kind of get a feel for what's going to be going down. I do like the last pick, AA. Not quite sure it really counters much of PR, but it does layer onto what they've got. They've got the Axe to kind of hold someone in place with the call. They've got the Chronosphere, obviously, which means they've got great follow-up. They can Ice Blast on top of the Chronosphere, they can Sunstrike on top of the Chronosphere, or the Ice Blast or whatever. So they've got layers of damage they can put out. The problem is just being able to weather the
Like
storm
an onion.
of PR in the laning phase. Yes, like an onion, there are layers.
Like the only thing I can think of when I even ever hear the word layers, which wasn't good when I took a lot of geology courses.
Dude, I'm a geology major.
Hey!
I like rocks. Alright, we got Ogre popping down. Decent little vision there. He's going to be revealing the PA coming in towards the rune spot, so alright. Illusion's starting out with a nice little ward for themselves, and they're still smoked up. Do they actually want to go for this PA kill? They know she hopped into the Roche pit. Can they? What?
He's like, yo, I'm just dead. I'm gonna try to deny myself before they find me or something. I don't know. Was this like some masterful bait play where he like... Alright, so it is support PA, obviously, as Goddamn's now back.
I just don't
Properly swapped
understand the
over.
thing that just happened. I don't...
I don't think we're
Why-
supposed to understand.
Why did he do that thing?
I don't know. This is some Dota 2, I tell you.
This is some Dota.
I can't. Okay. All right. So they have secured the bottom rune, it would seem, unless Alpha Ninja really wants to make a silly play.
I mean...
Faceless Void should get top, and GG, first blood, both runes. Wow.
Alright,
Over.
okay, PR looking to make this a little bit more even. So again, literally both runes and a first blood. PR taking it easy. They're going to give him that detente for the first 5 minutes of the game, start them off right, and we'll see if PR can come back from this.
I'm excited for this support PA.
I am also excited. We've
Give
got-
it to him. Chuck it. I like it with the OD, though. That's where we really see it shine, because you have the aura, right? And he just keeps spamming the daggers. But he has the one clarity, so it's obviously only 30 mana. Kind of absurd.
Yeah, I mean, this Invoker, no matter how much the Ogres bullies them, they can just still keep closing the gap. They've got the Mirana, she's got the arrow, she finishes off the range creep. They're not able to get down the Invoker just yet, but who knows what can happen. Now, we are going to be having that jungling axe, which means totally free lane for the Drow Ranger and her buddy Shadow Demon. This does not look like it's going to be fun. Up top, speaking of fun, Sand King could be
he's
in
got
some
the
trouble
burrow.
here. He's got the burrow. I don't think he can turn this around, though. Faceless Void. Does he look to go aggressive? Well, no, because he doesn't have Time Walk. He picked up the bash first.
Yeah, trying to get the kill. That was really nicely played. He had both of them down so low.
Oh, they're going to be going back in. Fairy Fire eaten up. Sand King still doesn't have enough mana for the Burrow Strike. So Faceless Void has to give up the chase.
And now look at their regen, too. 2 tangos of Fairy Fire and 2 tangos on the AA. So very successfully done here by the Fool, Mr. Cheshire Cat, who's not a fool and now has a poor man's shield. So this is great. This is that little bit of the matchup that we wanted. AA, not a fantastic support. She adds on... I don't know why I just gendered AA. Sorry, AA,
wow,
man. I did not mean to assume your gender like that.
I'm fully triggered right now.
Yeah, I think I just got fired.
I think
yeah.
so. Oh, Fool. Gonna be walking off those cold feet. Oh, one more hit and they would have iced the Scorpion. But mid lane, we could have some action here. Ogre Magi going in, being a bully here to the Mirana. She still has that salve available now. Daggers being tossed out, forcing back the Ogre. He's just got the tangos. They want to keep focusing down this Invoker. They bring in the Shadow Demon from bottom lane, spraying out the poison ticks. They connect onto both. Arrow gonna be off
hasted.
the mark.
They're
oh
dead.
god, he's just gonna be right clicking. He might have bitten off more than he can chew though. He's a squishy boy. He eats up a Fairy Fire, is able to kill off the Ogre Magi, getting the XP for that, forcing Invoker out of lane, allowing Mirana for a little more free farm.
I believed in you, man. Come on. I thought J4 had that. I thought for sure, but he played it a little bit kind of close and ended up getting cold snapped. And you can see why though. He was like, "Oh, I'll haste up and I'll give him the double poison. I'll hit D and they'll both die." But the Fairy Fire coming out from the Invoker really helped him out there. So Janoon's now back. The Axe is indeed jungling this whole time, so total free farm for a Drow Ranger. Bignum having a fine old time down here.
All right, let's talk a bit about our Drow Ranger here. They finally ended up going for the swap, so it's not going to be that goddamn Drow we talked about.
Yeah.
But completely free farming. She's now 18-7, only being beaten out by the jungling Axe, who, well, we'll see if anything's going to be going down with him. Up top, we are going to have Question Mark coming in, maybe looking to land a few question marks of his own. They make little AA clones. The Icicle Buddies going in. Caustic Finale leads to another kill. That's going to be Shadow Demon now picking up a cute little streak, 2-1. And Faceless Void just left to clean up the mess. He's got himself a poor man's shield, finally flying him out some more tangos, but that is not the kind of thing you want to be flying yourself in at 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, the one benefit he has is that he has a support that is just going to sit here, right? Like, there's nothing else for an Ancient Apparition to do. So he'll get help, but that also means there's no more help for the mid lane. So his Invoker goes down to continuous dagger. I don't know, how did he die?
That
That's
was
not even
just
possible.
daggers on daggers, and he tried to go and block Mirana's arrow with the Forge Spirit. Didn't account for the fact that PA was still there with a decent mana pool.
Yeah, that's a little unusual.
It
Not respecting the
certainly
damage, I
is.
guess.
Yeah, down bottom, again, there's going to be Axe briefly walking into lane. He's picked himself up some goodies here. He's got his Iron Talon and shoes flying in his little ring of protection, so going to be going for the Tranquils, but still not there, and Drow Ranger is actually getting kind of close to that Dragon Lance.
All right, let's go. Come on, Axe. Be a kill here.
Well,
Be a very
mid
important
lane, we
one.
could have a kill being set up first. There's going to be the arrow connecting. Oh, brilliantly timed there with that disruption. Nice little pick up there for the PA. Down bottom, Axe, even though he's DD'd up, has not been able to close the gap and actually connect onto the Drow Ranger. She's the one harassing him.
Tried. It was a noble effort, you know. Went for this little wraparound play with the DD rune.
Oh, they're still trying, though. They can still wrap around. In God we believe. He's believing. Oh, the Gust clips onto both, though. Drow Ranger buying herself some time. She's got herself the TP scroll.
Oh, what a player.
And just gobbles her way through the trees with reckless abandon.
And no kills were had. So, yeah, Tranquil Boost is being worked on up top for Cheshire Cat. Again, this lane's still totally fine. Mid lane, we're just seeing kills going on the Invoker. Can't kill a Drow. And that means we have to wait for some items, because without this, like, you have the Ogre, who's, like, you're kind of cool for, but he doesn't have a buddy to help partner up and zoom around this map together, right? So, there's really no other sources of aggression until there's a Blink Dagger on this Axe.
We could have our Sand King in a little bit of trouble here, but despite the 3 points in time lock, this Void just can't seem to bash. They're going to be bringing in the Phantom Assassin, and this could be not so great for the Void. He does not have his ulti yet. They bring in the Ogre, spraying out that hot garbage onto the Sand King, but he Burrow Strikes himself into the river, taking some creep aggro, but I don't think he goes down here. They can't close the gap and get that Fire Blast off.
I am a little bewildered right now. I guess we just wait for Blink Dagger. Joker's doing his own thing. His Midas. Oh god, is it? Wait, what? What's his level? Oh, he's level 4.
Yeah, Invoker has been effectively shut down. Speaking of shut down, though, Fool, I mean, he's making fools out of all these dire heroes, just leading them on a chase. They can never seem to catch up with him after his Burrow Strike. Now they're going to be going in, reinitiating onto this AA, at least spraying in some daggers. There will be that Fire Blast coming in onto the little Scorpion buddy here, but Sand King, he's going to help his PA secure another kill. Fool could be in some trouble here. May end up going down the Sunstrike. Not going to be enough. The neutral deny might be there. The Moonlight Shadow comes in, and it looks like PR are still feeling comfortable pursuing this chase. Faceless Void, again, still no chrono for him, so he cannot help out here. The Ogre Magi, the big beefy boy, gets taken down.
Lane.
Mid lane, there is going to be the Culling Blade dropping down onto the Mirana, so they find something for their struggles. Arguably a much better pick on the side of Illusions.
That's huge. Was that an Invis rune or something?
For
the axe? Or no, he just got in there.
Just walked in there.
Must have just been cold snaps or something, but no, nicely played. That's super important for them. Really need to get him up into that Blink Dagger, get themselves some sort of an option to hop on top of this Drow Ranger and get some kills.
I mean, goddamn on this PA, though. This is a position 4 Phantom Assassin that spent her time supporting mid in the first couple of minutes. We're 7 minutes in, 2, 1, and 3 already. Phase boots completed. Gonna be moving in towards, I mean, perhaps a Desolator next. This is getting really absurd.
Yeah, she's more farmed than the position 1 Void.
Yep. That's
not generally an issue. Yeah.
And now there is going to be that axe being jumped on the back lines. He's just kind of waddling around. He knows he's got one call. The Shadow Demon comes in, sprays out some poison, and now he's just got to book it away. He's going to be bloodlusted up, but it's still PR feeling completely in control of the game. We haven't even talked about the Drow Ranger for the last moment or two. Completed Dragonlance, completed Treads. There's going to be an axe coming in from behind, but I mean, she can just pluck down this AA, who is only level 4. Drow Ranger will end up freezing, but there's no reason she can't turn Gus the Axe and just continue her reign of terror.
Yeah, only problem being the silence, yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a Chronosphere combo with the Sunstrike, but she is still 2/3 health. She's going to get sandwiched up. I mean, it is taking a full rotation. And the Culling Blade ends up not working out, so there is going to be that cooldown. Axe pings himself repeatedly. And now the Radiant, they're looking to get some revenge here. They're dropping Shadow Poison stacks. They know there's no Chrono. They know there's no Culling Blade. So what else is there?
Why did he buy back? This is hilarious.
I am curious as well. We're going to have a Disrupt coming in. Life going through. They are able to get the silence off onto the Void, so at least worthwhile. They take out the position 1.
Right.
Question mark going back in. There's going to be nothing left in his bank. He's got no more Disrupt. Very little mana to spray up more stacks. Meanwhile, Axe is able to go in, trying to call himself just to get more armor. One more hit from the Mirana. Will it be enough onto the Axe?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I wanted an arrow play. Come on. Let me down, Afro Ninja.
And now, unfortunately, Ancient Apparition is just absolute ice cream in the hands of these two cores.
All right. Well, the buyback at least means if they want, they could. Actually, no, because she went Dragonlance first. Never mind. I don't think there's any Roshan happening here. I don't know. That was kind of a funny buyback. Okay, no, they're going to go for the Rosh. All right, so that must be the whole reasoning behind it.
I mean, they also did turn that buyback into a couple more heroes dead, which is always pretty nice. Looking at the net worth chart here, we're going to have 4 out of the top 5 net worth slots be on the side of the Radiant. So you've got your offlane Sand King, your support PA being significantly more farmed than your core Void, and your mid Invoker is just all aboard the struggle bus here. Still picks up that Gloves of Haste. Gonna be going for his Midas, but it is gonna be a while before he gets that online.
Yeah, it's too bad this PA became a core, because really, I haven't got to cast a support PA, but it's so good right now. It's a lot of the same logic behind like Kunkka, where you just get this raindrop and your mana cost is so low that you just don't even need another item. It's so stupid. Raindrop is like your core item. You just have enough to spam out all your spells. It's fabulous.
Alright, so, I mean, there's no denying that it looks like Illusions are a bit far behind, about 7,500 lacking in net worth. What's their way to close this gap? Who do they have to get farm on? Who do they have to get levels on? What are they waiting for to just start going in and finding picks of their own?
Unfortunately, it's the same thing they've been waiting on for about 5 minutes at this point. It's Blink on the Axe. Radiant Vision, they saw him rotating on over, and so he should be dead here. See if they miss an arrow or something, but...
Yeah, I think he knows it's all over. Again, gets that little extra bit of armor by going for the call. He's got 1,800 gold, but 300 of that just ripped from his clutches. Up top, Sand King is killed off, but, you know, Sand King, he's got what he needed to out of lane. He's got 1,500 gold towards his Blink as well. And now it looks like the Radiant, they're just going to go underneath this tier 1 tower. No regard for the tower shots coming in. Mirana goes in, latches that arrow. It doesn't connect onto the Void. He's able to time walk away and does not have the Chrono available, though. So they're going to continue to punish him. There we go. Rest in peace is Void. And they're going to be focusing down the tower now. Should be easy peasy. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger just about to tap onto these tier 3s. Fortify being spent, but there's just not enough resources to defend right now.
Yeah, just like that buyback on the Drow last time, where they, like, the Chrono got used, so she just buys back so they can get roast, because they don't have to worry about Chrono, and once Chrono's down, all they have to worry about his axe, and obviously he doesn't have a blink. Same situation up there. They Chrono a Sand King to get the kill under a tower.
Invoker
Kind of
got Midas.
depressing, but
Invoker has Midas.
the Eagle has landed. All right. Oh, the Courier. He got the Courier. Oh, get it. Oh, nice. Okay. Dire, I mean, coming right back in.
Yep, Drow Ranger. Unfortunately, her team will be punished for her aggressive pushing. She does land a decent amount of chip damage, about half health, onto this tier 3, while the rest of her team does feel safe pushing in, getting the tier 1 top. They're looking to go towards that tier 2 mid, but they do have to be a little bit more careful. AA now has that ulti. It's not much, but if Drow Ranger gets ulted, her lifesteal's not going to be so great from the Mask of Madness, and there is potential for her to go down.
Yeah, she'll have the debuff up against an axe too, right? It's kind of scary.
He blinks on top of you. He gets a couple spins while you're taking bonus damage. Could go down, combo up with an AA ulti. Just needs a wombo combo Dota. And they got the Chrono. They got the Berserker's Call. You gotta believe. They just need that goddamn blink dagger.
Speaking of goddamn, jumping back in, Ogre Magi, soon to be wasted. There is going to be that Ice Blast coming in, but not going to latch onto anyone's Sunstrike as well. It's going to be off the mark. There's a TP in. Ogre TPs several units to the left and is still killed.
Did he just TP mid?
He TP'd to mid.
That's pretty much the perfect cherry on this game, honestly.
I'm just going to keep
as
our
Void says,
camera
report.
on the PR base, and the rest of the game will happen as it goes.
Yeah, well, Void dies because he just kind of sat on the high ground. God, oh my God, savage! That was actually savage because he just got totally wrecked on the high ground for no reason.
Oh no! Smoke coming in. This is the last hold coming out from Illusions. They bring in their smoked up Invoker. He does not have any points in Wex, so he can't do a whole lot. And the Rax are okay. Nice little call there. There's going to be an Ice Blast connecting, forcing out the Aegis coming through. There's going to be the respawn. Drow Ranger, she's looking to not mess around anymore, just going straight for the Rax. Fire Blast connects onto the Mirana, so there are some signs of life here on Illusions. They bring in the Void, who's now got the Chrono. Can he latch too? There's going to be the Burrow Strike into Disruption. They're going to bring in the Ogre to keep him safe. Gust comes in, though. Drow Ranger not messing around in the Mask of Madness. She's taking all that extra damage, and she's going to be a little bit wounded, but shouldn't be too bad. Now leap back up, Void onto the high ground. These Racks are still standing, so PR have not been able to finish anything just yet.
Yeah, it's only be a matter of time, though.
Our support Phantom Assassin finishes her Desolator.
Standard, 14-minute support PA deso.
I mean, that's how I play in my pubs.
Right? Like, that's pretty much every game. Nothing too surprising here. And they'll back away just because, they know Chrono's back online, hasn't been up on top of them. The Blink Dagger's there for the axe. So the smoke out play coming from the Dire side. And they're going to find Bignum. Okay.
They're going
Everyone jumps on
They've
top.
got the follow-up of the Chrono if they absolutely need to. The Chrono is unfortunately not the greatest. It catches out the Shadow Demon, but don't really know if he was in range to help out anything. There will be the arrow latching onto the axe. Shadow Demon runs away. They don't have the Chrono anymore, so Void, he's hoping for those bashes. He's going to be getting out a decent amount of health. Will they finish off the Shadow Demon? They do. So it's going to be a 2-for-1 as Invoker is going to be killed off in that mid lane by our support PA with a Desolator. Now she's going to get rotated around on here, being pinged out. Can she reinitiate onto the Void? Oh, she's thinking about it. She's going forward. Now she's got to back off. There is going to be the Forged Spirits going in. Radiant, they're using the scan. They realize more heroes are waiting in the wings. Who do they wrap around on here? Void. He leaps in aggressively towards this Mirana, but she can punish.
Yeah, I think with Chrono being down, it's time to chill out a little bit here, guys.
Oh, speaking of chilling out, Mr. Ice just gets melted.
Top lane. Oh, free kill here. Oh, he's going to go for it. Go.
It's happening. Oh. I don't think I've had a Sand King have this much impact without Blink Dagger. He's flying in a completed Vladimir's offering to himself. Meanwhile, there's going to be that Sunstrike here. Mirana's in a little bit of trouble. She's cold snapped up. She doesn't have Leap. She's going to be trying to take out the Ogre with her, but it's not going to be successful. So PR may be getting a little bit sloppy, giving up resources they don't need to.
I think they're maybe clowning a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that a possibility, Modpax? I don't
It's
know.
possible.
I need your analytical skills
False,
to really
they
break
might
this one
not
down
be
for me.
taking the game too seriously at this point.
No, that's not the PR I know. Either way, the tower will get finished off up top. There's going to be a little Ice Blast coming in. Shadow Demon. He's got to be a little bit careful here. He's ticking low. No charges in his urn, so just got to wait this one out. Heal up naturally. And back in that mid lane, our Faceless Void, our position 1, has picked up a Yasha, so he's going to start to have some impact in these fights. Invoker as well, working on that Midas. It's all done now. He's got himself a Yules too. So he's getting a decent amount. I mean, looking at the overall net worth spread, it is still kind of scary, but that Invoker might be looking to catch up with our support PA pretty soon.
All these nice words, and then you had to end it like that.
It's have you seen the
truth?
PA? That's
Yeah.
not like a small feat here. We're going to be going BKB next, picking up the Ogre Club. Is that BKB or Echo Saber? I mean, I don't even know how a support
I mean, that
PA
would be
builds.
pretty hilarious.
I don't
but
understand this game, so I'm just going to be saying nonsense.
BKB's fine to just like there's a Yules on the Invoker, top on top of him. Sure, it's fine. I mean, maybe 17 minutes. Real items don't usually, you can do anything at this point. You go like Sanj and Yasha if you really wanted to. It's 17 minutes in the game. It's gonna be ridiculous.
There's gonna be a Burrow Strike coming in on the back lines. There is gonna be the Faceless Voids here sitting in the Chronosphere. Does he look to reinitiate here? He's gonna get silenced up. Oh, Drow Ranger, no mercy. The arrow, no uphill mischance. The meatball dropped onto the Drow. She's gonna get disrupted with the Protector. Now Burrow Strike down to the low ground. Sand King is starting it off, and the good game, well played, comes out after 18 minutes. PR take this series in a pretty distinctive 2-0. I don't think I'm going to forget this anytime soon.
No, that was something else. Pierre just showing off this stuff, man. Staying crisp, right? Just making sure everything's in line. They can perform. They're not going to like throw a game against, which obviously is a less practiced opponent. We all know Pierre's been around for a while, working their magic illusions and newer squads. So hopefully they take some lessons from this. Learn maybe both their lanes and whatnot. Definitely the focal point of game number 1. Game number 2, maybe safety and like trying to find their own game plan. Like, what was their game plan? If they didn't have Chrono, they really needed the blink. I feel like on that axe, like some sort of a plan had to come out there. But yeah, we're done with that series.
That series is behind us now. Next up, it's going to be a best of 2 between Imperial and Fantastic 5, so we're going to see some quality Dota coming out of that as well. Hope you guys will stick around. I'm Android, that's Modpax. We're casting on behalf of moonducktv here for the Royal Arena, so sit tight. Next series might have a small break in between, but we'll put on some tunes, keep you guys entertained, so hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day.